Hello everyone, I'm Hilary Chin. Thank you all so much for coming and watching my YouTube channel. Hello founders and affiliates of Onpassive. Please, we are in a very exciting moment. Right now is a turning point for Onpassive. When I say turning point, it means a whole lot of things are happening. I'm so excited. I don't know how you are, but I'm so excited. But today I'll be talking about migration. There's a lot of questions coming in my inbox, and I've seen it also online from some founders. They are worried. Some are saying that, oh, this might be a scam, this might not happen, they don't know why the back office is not there, where is our back office, and so many minds and thoughts. And of course you all have the right to do all that, okay? But of course the fact remains that Onpassive has come to stay. That's a fact, okay? So I'll be talking about migration. I want to thank our leader Kamal. I hope I'm using saying that name rightly. If you look at the confidence that he explains Onpassive to you, you look at the way he speaks, the way he relaxes, the way he talks about Onpassive, that should send a strong message to you. I don't even want to talk about the CEO, the kind of confidence he talks about Onpassive. And he made a very profound statement. He said there are secrets that they cannot share, and I understand that. Remember that there's a lot of information that when they share, people blow it out of proportion, okay, and create panic. And I think that's one of the reasons why we have some court cases here and there. I was also in my inbox, I saw one guy sending me some court cases and all that stuff. Come on guys, come on. We have many tech companies who have gone to court. At least we are real, we are alive, we are physical, and they can even take us to court, okay? So that's no issue. That's no issue, okay? Facebook has been taken to those places. Many companies have been taken to those places because they are real, okay? And as we move ahead as a company, there are some red lines that we might cross in terms of policies, in terms of guidelines, etc. And this is just it's not normal, but this is what happens, commonly happens with companies that are real. We are working with human beings and their policies and their terms and conditions, and also we are working across the board where anybody can take you to court. It doesn't mean that you are not real. Take note of that, okay? But of course, let's focus on this migration matter. Kamal made a statement. He said migration is going to be complex, and he did not give us the time. And that is one thing I love about his leadership. I've spoken about Onpassive many times about how we give messages out of anxiety, out of desperation, etc. We have passed that level, okay? Just say the truth. Say what is there, and that's what I want to thank Kamal for coming out and saying just what it is. And he was so relaxed and so confident, okay? It was simple, and that's the same thing we have here. He is a tech specialist. I'll not be using some terms in technology. I'll just make it as simple as I can for everybody to understand. What is migration? Many times you might want to remove your data from your phone to your machine. Maybe you want to transport your pictures or your videos, okay? Maybe you want to store them in your machine. That is migration. Many times you might want to remove pictures from this phone and send it to the other phone. That's migration. And you know that we might have 10 people doing that activity, and these 10 persons might have different loads of data in their phone. Somebody might have 100 videos, some might have 20 videos, some might have 30. Also, if we want to download an app from App Store, that's another kind of example I can give. If you're downloading with a higher megabyte, I'm downloading with a lower megabyte, is very certain that mine is going to take time. And many times we cannot really tell how long it will take. We just know that it's going to take time. And sometimes we are very patient to wait for it to download. That is migration, as simple as that. And you must know that the Onpassive back office has a lot of data. Just a lot of data. A lot of data has been put there. Videos, softwares, etc., etc. They have been put there, and so many things. We are more than 1.something million founders. That is data. That's a heavy load of data. Names, country, and so many things. And we also have videos in there. Our own net already started, and people are posting pictures, videos, so a lot of things. Millions of people are doing a lot of things within that platform. So there was a lot of data there. And migration, when we talk about migration, what do we mean? We use internet to migrate. You must take note of that. We use internet, we use data to migrate. So we are not just migrating like the example I was just giving an example. So to migrate, you need internet. For instance, when you build a website, very heavy, there are different kinds of website. For instance, you have websites that are very big and have different activities on those websites. You have very simple website. Remember that the one that is big and has different activity is complex. Complexity here simply means there are many features, there are many options, there are many things that are put. When you look at the back office, you think it was just a joke, you think that's just a small software. No, just the back office. If you look at the back office and even what they are planning to add at the back office, you see that there's a lot of complexity in terms of coding, in terms of building. Okay, that's why it's taking time. That is why it's taking time. If you look at O Connect, you look at the different features. Each feature there has taken a lot of coding and a lot of complexity in terms of putting all kinds of code together in order to bring that into formation. You must take note of that. Those of you who are into web development, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I don't want to go detailing into some kind of key terms. I just want to put it as simple as possible. So take note of this. The kind of vision, the kind of company that Ash is looking at, it's going to be complex. Take note of that in terms of size, in terms of beauty, in terms of so many things. That is what you have to understand. I am still explaining migration. This is the reason why migration will take long. I just did some research and I want to tell you, just read from my machine, okay? I'll be reading from my machine. So I'll be reading from my machine. So this video is going to be termed why migration is taking long. The first reading is application complexity. Now, if you are migrating a small application, it might take just a day. I'm reading. However, for long enterprise resources planning, systems, the process can be much longer. You see that even on the internet, they just tell you that it will be longer. They didn't tell you 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because they are being real to you and they are being real to me. That is the same thing Mr. Kamal said. He said it's a complex system, it's going to take time, but be rest assured it's a success. That is what we need to know by this time. Okay, so we should not worry about the time when it will take and all that stuff. We should just be glad that we now have our own data center where our data is going to be stored and then managed from there as an independent company. It's very important. The second thing we saw here, the first one is complexity. Okay, the second thing we saw here, and in that complexity they are comparing small data and big data. Okay, of course small data is going to take short time, big data is going to take long time. Now they are talking about the data volume. I talked about the too many videos and so many things that has already been embedded within or behind our back offices. Data volume. Now the amount of data being migrated plays a crucial role. Now refactoring application and database code, schema changes and data transfer can take weeks to several months. Are we getting? I'm reading from the internet. Okay, now when you hear applications, refactoring applications, because when that migration is taking place, some things are changing, some things are updating. Okay, it's a long process. Some things are taking their proper form, some things are taking their proper shape, because the system that those things are being migrated into is a different platform. It's like you are traveling from location A to location B. You have to adapt to a different new platform. Maybe where you were resting was not really adaptive to you, so where you are going now you have to adapt in order to fit properly. And if this has to happen, there's a lot of adjustment. That is why we first of all saw complexity, and Kamal said this in his video on YouTube. Okay, and now it talks about schema changes. I'll not go there. It talks about database code. There's a lot of coding being done, and all this is being transferred. Yeah, it can be in that process. Some things might be changing, some things might be refactoring, some things might be changing their shape from what was normally built, and they might be trying to fix it and doing all that. So it's a whole lot of complex process, as Kamal said, complex process. I hope I'm calling the name right. If I'm not calling it right, please correct me down. Please, before I finish, go down below and click that Google form. There are 3 products I have named. I'm following the amazing assessment that the CEO wants to do. Okay, just click there, choose the product that you think that is very important at the moment. Once you click that link, it just open up. Just click on the link. Let's do that voting, and then I'll come back again in my other video, and then I'll share the results so we see the product that everyone has chosen. You will see ONet, O-Tracker, and O-Connect. They will be there on that Google form. Thank you very much. Let's continue. Now, the last thing I want to look at is planning and testing. Now, proper planning, testing, and execution are essential. Now, a full data center exit migration that is moving all applications, services, and data sets, may require over a year of preparation. This didn't just happen, guys. There has been a preparation, because when they started designing this, from the time that Onpassive announced that they are creating their data center, preparation started. How are we going to remove it from here to here? Because remember that every action that Onpassive is taking is to make the business successful. Okay? And remember that until we have our own data center, until we have managed our own data center at our own pace, at our own time, we are always going to have issues. And that is why you hear Onpassive, I should always say that we are doing it the Onpassive way. And Kamal said it. We are doing it the Onpassive way. We are not competing with anybody. We are competing with ourselves. You hear sometimes some of our leaders who said it is a game of its own. That's what it means. It means we are one. If you look at the back office, Onpassive is built in such a way that when you are in the back office, you don't need to go anywhere to get anything. Everything is within there. You want to analyze data, is there. You want to do everything. Everything you want to do on marketing, everything is within that back office. That is why it has a lot of data. So the migration will take time. It will take time. And please stop expecting to hear what you want to hear. Stop expecting to listen to what you want to hear. It's going to easily cause you to be more frustrated. Just know that it will take time. Whether it takes, no matter how long it takes, just sleep and relax and know that something positive is happening. This is a breakthrough and this is history. So we have to take this seriously. Gradually, just pray that as the process is going on, everything should be taking its shape. Taking its shape. You will see when our back office comes back, you will see totally different thing. And you will now see the difference between when we have migrated and when we didn't migrate. It's very important. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to click that Google form and do that assessment. Let's show it in the other video and see what people think, and this can also help the management to see how it can inform decisions within the Onpassive community. Thank you all so much and continue to stay blessed.